Ready to join in and get a piece of the upcoming LayerZero airdrop? I know I am. So today, I'm gonna walk you through step by step everything you need to do to maximize your potential windfall from this new token. I'll literally screen capture every single step that I take so you have absolutely no excuse not to get this done. Welcome in, my friends. I am David here with Crypto Tutorials. Today we're gonna be talking about free tokens. Now, even though these are free, some knucklehead out there is gonna think that this is financial advice. Let me just tell you right out, it's not. This is just entertainment and education. So let's get started with a quick overview of LayerZero. Now, LayerZero refers to itself as the first trustless, omni-chain interoperability protocol that enables the realization of cross-chain applications with a low-level communication primitive. Clear enough, right? Seriously, LayerZero wants to improve communication between blockchains, okay? So right now, to move tokens between different blockchains, you have to use what is known as a bridge. So if I want to move my USD coins from Ethereum network to USD coins on Solana network, I have to first send them through a bridge. To do this, I have to lock my tokens into a bridge. Then it verifies that my tokens are there and unlocks them onto the new chain, which seems simple enough, except these bridges are super prone to hacking. Just think about Qubit, Wormhole, Ronin, Harmony, and Nomad. That's $1.3 billion stolen this year alone. Plus, to get this process done, it requires a bunch of small approvals, staking, management, and withdrawals, and all this is really messy and slow. It's also very risky. So if you're moving some serious amounts of token, this is a sketchy thing to do. And that's what LayerZero plans to improve with a new cross-chain system. They're gonna create a LayerZero endpoint on every chain that they work with. Right now, they're on about a dozen of the larger changes like Ethereum, Binance, Avalanche, but more are being added all the time. Then if you want to make that same move as before by moving your USD coins, you can do it with a single transaction. Uniswap will communicate with the LayerZero endpoint on Ethereum. Then that endpoint routes a message through an oracle to a relayer. This confirms the transaction and the pricing. Then that oracle and relayer communicate out to the endpoint on Solana, which tells the Solana decentralized exchange to release your assets. Thus, you have a single transaction that is fast and simple to move assets between chains. And there's no longer a bridge in the middle holding a bunch of tokens, which is what always seems to get hacked. Okay, so now you know what LayerZero is, but let's talk about why it could be big and how you can make some loot off it. But first, do me a favor, click the like and subscribe button because you're kind and wonderful people who want to support me and let me make more great videos like this. All right, so back in March, LayerZero raised a massive $135 million with a valuation of $1 billion from Sequoia, FTX, Andreessen Horowitz, Coinbase, PayPal, and Uniswap, most of which are still solvent right now. But you can see that there's a lot of major investors in this blockchain. Now, usually projects with massive hedge fund investments like this don't do ICOs to raise money. They don't need it. Instead, normally they get their tokens out to the public in an airdrop. And I'm gonna show you how to get in on that airdrop. By the way, if you like airdrops, I have an entire airdrop masterclass on them at getmyfreecrypto.com. And I'm giving it away for free right now. So if you like free money, head over and sign up. Now, since there's no LayerZero token right now, you might be wondering why I think that they're gonna make a token and thus have an airdrop. Well, if you look at this snippet of code, you can see them talking about the ZRO token hold. That's the token they're gonna be releasing and clearly have planned in their architecture to use for gas fees on their blockchain. So between those two things, everything lines up for an airdrop of ZRO tokens. And to get in on this airdrop, you're gonna wanna take a few steps. So let's head over to the computer for those. Okay, so these steps are gonna cost you a little bit of money. You can do it for less than 10 bucks total. Just consider this a piece of investment because you have a chance to make a lot more back on the far side, all right? So the first step is we're gonna become a DAO voter for Stargate Finance. Now, Stargate Finance is one of the first and by far the biggest applications built on LayerZero. It's a decentralized exchange that's created by LayerZero Labs, which it's focused mostly on stablecoins. So to do this, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get some Stargate Finance token or STG. So I looked into this. You can get this token in a lot of different places. I almost got it on KuCoin. It's very inexpensive to do there, but it's an ERC20 token. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up on Uniswap because Uniswap is also a supporter of LayerZero. So anywhere that you can interact with the LayerZero blockchain, it's just gonna improve your chances of getting a bigger airdrop. Now, many people out there are suggesting that you only buy $1 of this token, since technically that is enough to stake and vote. But I actually like this project. I think it's got some good potential. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up like 50 bucks worth of it. Plus, this is gonna show a little bit more commitment to the team. It's gonna get me a little more voting power. Hopefully that'll result in a little better airdrop. All right, so here I am on Uniswap. I'm gonna launch the application, make sure I've got my MetaMask wallet connected and I'm on the Ethereum network. And then the token, like I said, is called STG, which is this Stargate Finance. Right now I have none. I would like to buy, I think about 150 of these, should end up being right around 50 bucks worth. So I'll look at this in just a second. As you can see, I got a $3 fee coming in there, go $54.91 worth. All right, that sounds good to me. So I'm gonna make a swap for those tokens. As you can see, I got a little bit of a network fee on it and I will confirm it. And then I'll get a gas fee here. And my estimated gas is $5 right now. So the total cost is now up to $61. Fine by me. Transaction submitted. Now I wanna add STG because I wanna add it to my MetaMask. Adding that token, yes. And let's close it out. Now we just gotta wait for this to finish pending and I'll have my tokens in my wallet. Okay, and this transaction has completed. It only took 30 seconds, but there it is. I've got my Stargate Finance tokens, and now it's time to go stake them. I'm gonna leave the link in the description for this, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna head on over to stargate.finance/stake. Okay, and here's Stargate Finance staking. As you can see, there'll be a governance forum. We're gonna wanna open that up because I'm gonna vote for it, but let's connect our wallet. And then I'll just click right here and it pops up the option to stake it. I'm gonna stake the maximum. Now you'll notice this makes a big difference how long you stake it for. So if I stake it for 1 month, you can see my voting power on this would get me 4.74 voting STGs, okay? Whereas if I went all the way to the maximum of 36 months, now I'm getting 150 voting STGs. So you can see, big difference. The equation just carries out. It's about 4.7 per month, but I'm gonna go ahead and put a year in here. I'm gonna put this token in for a year because I believe in it. I'm gonna hold on to it. I'm gonna vote in it, and hopefully that'll earn me a little bigger airdrop. So I'm doing a 12-month lock until November 15th, 2023. Let's create my stake. I will have to pay a little bit of a gas fee for this as well. So $1.40 in ETH to confirm that. And boom, just like that, my tokens are staked. There is one additional gas fee, it looks like, on the back end. Another 10 bucks. So all total, I would say I spent about $20 in gas. Now I've got 12 months worth of my Stargate Finance token locked up. Next, I need to see if there are any DAO proposals that I can vote on. So this was the DAO voting option that opened up for me. This is Commonwealth Stargate. As you can see, if I look over here in the snapshots, it says there's no active proposals at the moment. But this is the main site where you're gonna vote on DAO proposals. This is called snapshot.org, and this is where most DAOs keep their DAO proposals. So I'm gonna take a look at it real quickly, and it looks like at the moment, everything is closed out. You can see this one closed out on October 23rd. So for me, that's 2.5 weeks ago, something like that. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep an eye on both this Commonwealth page and Stargate DAO to vote in any of these DAO proposals. Now, when it comes to voting in a DAO proposal, please don't just like throw your vote out there and not care about it. Take a little bit of time to learn, because this is how you show that you're an active part of the community. This is how you show that you care, and this is how you help make this token better. Plus, it's gonna make you a smarter investor, and it's gonna help them build a better platform. And since you've got tokens locked up in the better platform, of course you want that. Next up, we're gonna actually use the Stargate protocol. Here, I'm gonna move some of my Matic Network's USD coins over to Binance Network's USD coins, okay? I'm gonna pay a little gas for this as well, not a huge amount. So for this, I'm back to Stargate.finance. So to make this happen, I'm gonna go over here to my transfer, and I'm gonna say that I wanna make a transfer from the Matic Network of USD coins to the Binance Network. They call them BUSD on the Binance Network. I'm gonna do 100 tokens. And it says I'm gonna receive basically 100 BUSDs. They're pretty much 1 for 1. Now, right now, because this is in a beta, I don't think they're actually charging any fees at all. So if you do need to move USD coins between networks, this is by far the cheapest place to do it. There will be a fee when they get open for real. Right, and just like that, I am all done. I gotta just confirm a little bit of Matic for my gas fees. It looks like a couple bucks in that. All right, so like I said, about 20 minutes it says for that transaction to take place, which is actually quite fast for a interchain swap. Okay, here we are coming up on the last few seconds. You can see the countdown, and just like that, it is finishing. And there we go, confirmed. 100 USD coins from Matic to Binance Chain. View transaction. Let's pop over here and look at our Binance wallet. And look at that, 100 BUSD showed up in my wallet, transferred. So, say much quicker than anything else that I've used out there. 23 minutes to transfer between networks, massively quicker than any other bridge out there. And next we're gonna take a look at a thing called the Aptos bridge. Also another LayerZero bridging protocol. So I'm gonna connect my wallet and I can make another transfer. Same basic thing. This one has got a slightly more limited variety of options, but I can move USD coins from Polygon to Aptos. That's the only direction that I can actually take them in is to Aptos network. So it looks like I'm gonna have to set up this thing called a Petra wallet because I have never used Aptos before. I'm gonna go ahead and I will do a separate video on this. I'll link right up here to how you set up a Petra wallet if you're not familiar with setting up wallets, but I'm gonna stop this right now because it'll show me my seed phrase, I'm sure, and I don't wanna show that in public. And now I've got my Aptos wallet all nice and installed here. So now I can use the Aptos bridge. Okay. So I want to move from Polygon. I'm only going to move a little bit because I'm not a big user, obviously, of Aptos. Over and connect my Petra wallet. So now I can move 5 of my USD coins from the Polygon network to USD coins on Aptos. Tiny Matic fee, confirm. And it looks like it's charging me a little bit more gas. I'm guessing this is actually the Aptos gas that it's charging me in Matic. Because this is, like I said, one of the cool things with LayerZero that I've noticed is normally you have to have the gas token on both ends of a bridge. So if you want to move from Matic over to Binance, you have to have BNB and Matic Polygon tokens. This seems to be okay allowing it to go both ways. So it says now I have to claim them. All right, timer's up. We are finishing, and I need to claim my Aptos. It says my USDC has been claimed. And just like that, I got a little bit of free Aptos coin, and my USDC showed up. So there you go. First transaction complete. I got a little Aptos in my wallet already. I got a little USD coin. Next up, we're gonna use the LiquidSwap bridge. This one is very similar to Aptos bridge. In fact, it only functions with the Aptos network. So let's connect our MetaMask on one end and Petra wallet on the other end. And I'll move another 5 USD coins from my Polygon wallet over to my Aptos wallet. Once again, small gas fee, 0.22 Matic. And you can see the countdown's begun, 20 minutes until we arrive on Aptos. It seems like 21 minutes is the standard for everything going on LayerZero, no matter what bridge it's been on. All right, countdown is ending, and there we go. Let me go over here and access my wallet. You can see right there, I have now 10 Aptos USD coins, so the transfer made it through. And those are the only 3 mainnet bridges right now that are active for LayerZero. There is another bridge called the Zero Bridge, which is on the Gurley testnet, but I don't think using a testnet bridge is gonna make any difference whatsoever in the airdrop, so I'm not gonna use it right now. Now, do me a favor, follow me on Twitter if you wanna find out when that bridge goes active, because if it does move to mainnet, I'm definitely gonna use that one since it's another chance to up our opportunity and get a bigger airdrop. And then the last thing you can do to bump up your chances of an airdrop is to use any of the protocols that are currently using LayerZero. We already used Uniswap, that was how we got our STG tokens. There's another one called Hashflow, which is another decentralized exchange, and you're welcome to use that as well. I'm not gonna do that here on the video, but that would be the other option. But for now, we own STG tokens. We are a DAO voter. We've participated in 3 different bridges using the LayerZero, and we bought tokens on Uniswap. So that's a pretty good amount of interaction with the network. Hopefully that'll set us up well. Now, if you do have questions about any of these things, leave them in the comments down below. I know sometimes these steps can be a little bit confusing. I did have to jump through some extra steps. I had to pay gas fees, I had to wait, I had to add an extra wallet. You know, all these things can be a little bit complicated, but this is what you're doing in exchange for a chance to get a really nice fat airdrop that should be coming up hopefully in the next 3 to 6 months. If you can, you're gonna wanna repeat these steps. So once I get a chance here and my tokens actually are on Binance, I'm gonna eventually move them back to Polygon because that's where I wanted them anyways. And yes, I'll be paying some gas fees to do this in both directions, but that's my trade-off for getting a better spot on this airdrop. And then most of all, I'm gonna make sure that I vote. whenever there's a voting proposal in their DAO, I'm gonna make sure that I vote. I'm gonna do these steps often. Swap, vote, exchange. Swap, vote, exchange. The more often you do these things, the more often you interact with LayerZero, the larger your airdrop is likely to be. Like I said, if you need a link down below on how to add that new Aptos wallet, I'm going to show it to you there. If you're new to adding wallets in general, please do me a favor and click up here. I'm going to explain to you the best wallet security practices out there.